Hello from a good bit closer to the present day than when this was recorded. My name is Charles, and this is a gateway to lesser things. This is a part of what I'm going to affectionately dub the Lost series. I found a series of recordings that I had made back in earlier 2020 before coronavirus and COVID-19 and all the world turning upside down that happened. So what you're about to listen to is the first part of a two-parter episode that I recorded on March 6th. I'll be releasing the next half next week, and more to follow. I will not be releasing them in chronological order, more in the order in which I found them on my computer. But yeah, so look forward to hearing back from Ireland Guy, wherever you are. I hope you're well. Clearly your country's doing a lot better about COVID-19 than we are here in America. Take care.
So we're coming to you from the past before the end of time.
The government lies to you. The government lies to you. It tells you things. How do you think so now? Hi. Okay.
I can't do the other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It is what it is.
So we're restarting everything.
Used to do that when I was a kid. I was good at it then. Then 30.
I'm like a kid.
You lost
like
it.
we were in fucking high school. Well, I guess kind of a kid. Had a goddamn job, son.
I mean,
Oh shit, are you really just now 30?
33.
Like I'm marching towards 40. You're like, yeah, I turned 30. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I turned 33, and I feel like I turned 50, because I'm around a bunch of 50-year-olds, and I can now relate to them. So it's just magnified all the more, where they complain about something like, oh, God, I get it. Oh, that does suck. Kids these days don't understand.
I woke up like a month ago and my back hurt. And that was just like, this isn't a thing. Why is this a thing? How can that hurt?
What did I do? I didn't do anything.
I was just living.
Yeah. That's depression. So, coronavirus.
Yeah, wow.
I called a common cold. That's what I want to be when I grow up.
Whoa.
Sit in the bar low.
You know, Corona is more like, SARS and MERS, but...
The common cold's in there, too, from what I saw on the internet. But, Abraham Lincoln said that everything on there was true.
Yeah, very true. Like, cold being, like, rhinovirus, like, I keep forgetting to actually look up the taxonomy of viruses. Something about the single-strand RNA, all of the capsid. I don't remember if it's naked or not. It's just so much work. Virology is old me, young me, passionate me.
It's funny though how many of my Facebook friends are apparently virologists and doctors and people that still work part-time jobs. Like they're absolutely qualified medical professionals on Facebook.
Of course.
Yeah, isn't that fun?
Yeah.
Go to college, get a doctorate, and also work at Starbucks.
And then post on my Facebook.
Whoa. In all fairness, some people have actually done that. Granted, their doctorates are usually in things like English and philosophy. Mm-hmm. Some people, double major in biology and philosophy, get their American Chem Society American Chem Society certification as a registered chemist, become a paramedic, become a cop, decide fuck all this shit, I'm just going to do software, and then tell you, yeah, I can't remember because I don't do that shit anymore.
If somebody of that pedigree cannot remember...
Fuck you!
Well, I'm just saying.
Fuck you!
No, he might have a point. Let the man continue.
If you can't remember, I am not going to trust Becky, who just a day ago was selling at Works, or essential oils that they made themselves. Fuck. And it's funny, because the thing, the hot take here, I have not seen a single anti-vax meme or anti-vax, like pro, like vaccines are poison since this shit started.
That's because they all died. Oh, they did.
It hasn't. Yeah, it hasn't killed that many people yet.
Yeah, we're not that lucky.
And they're not in the target death range.
In all fairness, maybe they're afraid since they saw the thing on the internet that says your phone's the dirtiest thing you have. They're afraid their phone's going to give them corona, so they're not using it. And nobody has an actual computer these days unless they're nerdy ass gamers.
Guilty.
Yeah,
well,
me too.
I don't game on my computer.
What? Oh, yeah. But you game on an actual Nintendo. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Bloody casual. I mean, what?
I mean, did I claim to be otherwise?
PC Master Race.
Yes, PC Master Race. Oh, goodness.
But so Netflix has a new series that I really am upset about because I saw someone I went to college with, like, posting stuff on Instagram about how he, like, thinks it's the best and great. Have you heard of, what's her name? The chick from Iron Man.
Pepper Potts?
The actress who played her.
Gwyneth Paltrow with her goop.
Yes. So you're familiar with Goop?
I'm very familiar with Goop.
In all fairness,
are you a Goopy?
Now that I know who
I am
Gwyneth
not a
Paltrow
Goopy.
is, that's really Gwyneth Paltrow?
Yeah, she's the one that makes that
now
shit.
That I know
She
who
sells
Gwyneth Paltrow
products.
is, I am not opposed to seeing what that smells like.
She sells like a scented candle.
I'm aware.
That is yeah.
I am very aware. I'm like, who the fuck is Gwyneth Paltrow? Why do I give a shit? It's Pepper Potts. Okay, maybe.
I'm just going to come out and say it. I would put money down that Bella Delphine's Gamer Girl bathwater has more healative and curative and wellness properties than any of Gwyneth Paltrow's goop.
Yeah.
I would believe that only because I haven't watched the exact episodes yet, but I've heard the analysis of them. Like, that's crap because of this. That's crap because of this. That's crap. There's something like one episode's like you might have some merit there if you really stretch some disbelief across to this program. But you don't actually fact check it correctly.
In all fairness, like, we're talking about bathwater, like water that has had soap in it. Like, you can wash your ass with that and do you some good, right?
And like their second episode, if you read the synopsis, they want to research the healing properties of magic mushrooms, so they go to Jamaica and get high.
Dude, that's legit. Like, wait. What show is this?
Goop has a thing on Netflix now.
The Goop Lab.
Oh, so they're like actually okay.
Yeah, they're documenting them. Just let's not.
I was like all caught up.
Let's just
like some
go to Jamaica
juice,
and get high. Let's not research it, get a medical professional's opinion, and fact check this. No, let's just go to Jamaica, get some mushrooms, make tea out of it, drink the tea, and then talk about our feelings.
Perfect sense. We've had this before. The difference is that we had this with people who were in the industry for 20 years who consulted with people who were exceptional in their field and had the payroll to like bankroll all this shit. Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop thing, maybe they'll get some doctors in the future, but right now they're just kind of brainstorming it on Netflix. When they go to like Discovery,
are you back in the Goop?
I'm saying that it's a good idea and it's not unfounded, and maybe they'll get somewhere.
It's totally unfounded.
It's so unfounded.
It's so unfounded. And on top of that, as someone who has been to Jamaica, there is not research to be done. Wait, me, Clint.
Okay. I was assuming that you had been to Jamaica too.
Why would you assume that I've been to Jamaica?
Because it's funny to say. Because we're friends.
So
I don't get this joke.
I'm sorry, then.
It's just like, odds are if you're going to Jamaica to do psychedelics, there's not clinical research there. What's happened is you were on the beach for a minute and a weed man saw that you were Gwyneth Paltrow and thought you'd want some drugs. Because that's what it is. That's
You're assuming the weed man knows you're Gwyneth Paltrow? It's more like you're in Jamaica.
And you're white, yeah.
I mean, Gwyneth Paltrow, I don't think went to Jamaica. She only did the easy ones. She sent her team off to Jamaica to get high.
Jamaica is
easy.
Yeah, it's pretty, there are some parts that kind of scared me. I'm not going to lie.
Because there were black people?
Not even that.
Because there weren't black people? Because that'd be scary as fuck.
So the moment I get off the plane, so to start with, I get there, fucking
was this a mission trip?
No. God, no. I don't.
I'm just trying to now imagine white people Jamaica. Is that like Sweden?
Right?
It's the resorts.
You've seen those white people with the dreads and like the Rastafarian hats, and you're like, what the fuck are you doing? And they're like, hey, man, Yeah, that's what it would look like.
Yeah,
See why
But keep in mind, Vikings also had dreadlocks.
lots of people had dreadlocks. It's called people not combing their goddamn hair.
Pretty much. But if that's like the thing that's like, it's Jamaica, so they have dreadlocks. No. But they're white, so it's Sweden.
Rastafarian hats. They also have the hats.
Okay, so it's got to be the hats.
Yeah. It's part of the whole thing. You can't get the Jamaican experience if you don't have the hat. And if they're white people, they smell like patchouli. I don't know what that is. Every single time.
I still
Covers up the weed smell.
Does it?
Just fucking smoke weed. Like, this is 2020. Stop that. Patchouli stinks.
Oh, yeah. It's either that or incense or sage now. A lot of them have moved over
Sage is
to the
baller as
new
fuck.
age.
Like, I can deal. I will fucks with some sage. Like, you go ahead and just sage yourself down.
Yeah, you're making some soup.
I'm going to make fun of you.
Drop that in.
Not just for witches anymore.
Yeah.
No. But I get there and there was some fucking vaccine that I needed going to Jamaica that no one.
Wait, is this earlier this year?
This was October a year and a half ago.
So there were no anti-vaxxers.
Yeah. So
you hit that grace period.
Yeah. So I get there and apparently it's like, oh yeah, yellow fever. It was yellow fever.
Oh.
I had a layover in a fucking layover in Panama Canal. So in Panama City, Panama. I was there in the airport, did not leave the airport, had a 14-hour layover. 14-hour layover in Panama. I get off the plane when we finally get over to Jamaica. And immediately they start asking for vaccine cards from everyone coming from fucking Panama.
Yeah, they don't want you to die or get somebody sick. That'd be irresponsible.
So the very first thing is, military dudes are just rushing me through, getting me to the front of the airport. A nurse looks at me and it's just that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, white people carry some shit.
And so things are fine. I get on the charter bus we have going to the resort and we go by a military checkpoint. And I'm not talking like this is just a fun, the military lives here. No, there were a bunch of dudes just standing on the side of the road with machine guns, with a blockade, stopping every car in papers, please style, interrogations.
Is this your first time out of the country?
First time in Jamaica.
You been to Mexico?
Out of the country? No, Mexico.
Been to South Africa?
No.
Oh man, you went for a treat.
Yeah, that's on the list. It's on the list. But and it was the tour driver's no one say anything, no one say anything. And we get through, but that was just the start of it. The machine guns were just the start of it. I could go on here. As long as you're on the resort, it's old white people paradise. Unlimited booze, unlimited food.
Let me just have to ask a question. Before or after you got to the checkpoint, when did you consume the mushrooms?
I did not do any drugs in Jamaica.
What? Then as someone who doesn't like to do drugs because they don't like the way they make me feel, I feel like you've made a mistake. I think if I went to Jamaica, I would do something. I would do a drug. I would go to the shadiest street vendor. Give me one of your drugs, please.
See, I didn't even need to do that because there was this random British expat who I kept running into when he was drunk.
So you had a stalker.
And every time he kept offering me weed. And I had to turn this guy down at least 10 times.
So 2 things. As the person here who has never done any drugs, I just want to commend you guys on your exploits, and I want to let you know that there's absolutely no way he was just offering you weed.
I mean,
was he hey girl?
I mean, it was my honeymoon, so I don't think that would be entirely appropriate, but
did you have a red string on you? Is this your own doing?
I did not use my red string of attraction. D has no idea what we're talking about.
I totally have my red string of attraction in the passenger seat of my car right now.
Okay, Christian.
Okay.
So yeah, coronavirus.
Okay, so this guy was trying to make out with you hard.
He really wasn't. He just wanted to give me weed. And then the dudes on the beach always wanted to give me weed. And basically, everywhere you go. But see, it's not legal there either.
What?
Yeah.
How is it not legal there?
It's not legal there.
I figured that they practically invented this stuff.
They did.
I don't think they actually...
They didn't, but
sure.
Yeah. The only place that it's air quote legal that I'm aware of is at the Bob Marley compound, which if you go there, you can actually get a tour guide to take you there. And you can see like Bob Marley's grave. And I didn't get the opportunity to do this. It was one of the things I wanted to do. But like they open these double doors and they lock you in, and there's all these sketchy Rasta guys, and they've got like a window where you can just buy your weed at, but you can't let your tour guide catch you smoking weed. And like,
So you're saying that Canada has looser weed laws than Jamaica?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
No. I just mean like this whole Bob Marley compound.
Oh yeah, there is
like, I don't know what's up with you white people and like I want to go someplace, get locked up. Oh, it's an adventure. I'm gonna try to do some sneaky shit and not get caught. It's an adventure. Like, what the fuck, man?
Well, it's because the Rastas, the Rastafarians, they feel like persecuted by their government, though.
Well, you did see the military checkpoints, like
yeah, exactly. They just want to get high and eat like somewhat vegetarian and fucking like
somewhat vegetarian
and listen to like fucking Bob Marley on repeat. So more power to them.
Okay, so
and police tourists, but you know, once again, more power to them.
So coronavirus. COVID-19 in particular.
Everything is getting shut down.
Everything. And it's affected Jenny. She didn't get to go to her thing this week, so she's still in town now, which I'm happy about that because, yay, you didn't leave. The other hand, oh, you didn't get to go do your thing you've been excited about for months leading up to this. I'm selfish. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, so in case the audience doesn't know, we're reporting to you from a secret bunker in a little place in the Midwest. We're about 12 feet underground in a old abandoned military safe house.
It's weird that we call it the Tower Cosmic.
Yeah. Got a lot of beans in here.
It's irony.
A lot of beans.
Jenny does not like that name. Is trying to have me think of a better name for the room.
It's very apt. I like it.
Everyone else likes it, but she does live here.
I feel like it needs more stars.
Yeah. Then she can't debate you.
Or at least Cosmic Spider-Man, because that was an awesome story arc.
Hang a Silver Surfer from the ceiling at Galactus, and then that's it. It's over. You got
Do it.
Okay.
But yeah, they're canceling everything around you.
I have to figure out almost a month of babysitting for my son.
Oh, yeah. Shit, that's right.
Yeah.
Lots of schools are off until after spring break.
And the people normally, so a little bit, I mean, this is personal life, but whatever. I don't care about airing my shit. No, you can, it's good. It's cool.
I'm just making sure the screensaver doesn't.
I don't even have a personal life.
But so
everybody knows me.
My kid, essentially, because I work a full-time job, my parents have him about 33% of the time. His mom has him 33% of the time. I have him 33% of the time. So it's the other 1%, he's on his own. But no, it's a joke.
Yeah, just roving the wild.
Yeah, just, on the street. Here's a baseball bat. Here's a hat and a skateboard. The cartoons in the 90s told me that you should be fine. That's all you need.
Accounting for 1 point of rounding, but 1%. But so the thing is, though, they're elderly. They're both pushing their 70s. Kids are plague bearers. They're little fucking disease gremlins.
They go, they touch everything. They don't cover their mouths when they cough. And they like, oh, what's this? A doctorate? I'm going to rub it on my face.
I've seen my son licking doorknobs before. Like, it's one of those things where it's like...
window licker.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just one of those things, like, you take kids, and I'm deathly afraid that kid's going to get something and then go to, I need a hug, and then hug my parents. And next thing you know, I've got a bunch of corpses I have to deal with.
In all fairness, we did pretty damn good as kids ourselves. Like, I was literally known as a human garbage disposal, and I managed to never get sick off anything.
Yeah. I did fine up until I started dating someone with a kid, and then that whole, they bring everything.
Oh, yeah.
Because I went through college, and then I had a few years of not around children or anything, and like basically just, if I'm not at a bar, I'm at home or work. And you would think the bar activity would have kept my immune system up, but I guess it didn't. Bars are cleaner than grade schools. My new scientific theory that I will be outlining.
Oh, no, absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's funny because then my second ex-wife is a teacher. So the moment she started teaching
children,
I don't know. She's going to listen to this and be like, what the fuck? But you know what?
She listens?
I mean, I'm sure she watches all of my movements still.
That's probably accurate.
Yeah.
She's a nice lady.
She is a nice lady sometimes. But
Go on. Yeah.
yeah. So it's just like, yeah, it was like that first month I got sick as fuck when she started teaching. I didn't think I could get sicker, but now I did.
Yeah.
There is sicker.
I taught for like 8 years, never got sick. What's wrong with you people?
Well, you are a much healthier, more able-bodied, active person. I'm a fat piece of shit who sits at home and plays video games all day when he's not working.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I also don't eat vegetables.
Oh, that's true. Eat some fucking vegetables, man.
Fuck that. I draw the line at fruits.
I told you they put tomatoes and lettuce on sandwiches to help it come back out.
That's what fiber supplements are for.
How many of those you take a day?
0.
See?
This is why you're sick.
Yeah.
For
That
me,
and the licking
allergies.
doorknobs.
They suck. I never know when it's going to be a bad day. I just wake up. It's like, oh, it's raining. That's a 50-50 shot. It's either knocking everything out of the trees and into my head and making me feel like awful, or it's knocking everything out of the air. And then I feel better.
That's when you just freebase some Zyrtec.
Pretty much. I just wake up and like today I was like, oh, I'm fine. I feel good. I feel... No, I don't. Not anymore. What happened? It's raining now. Fucking trick. God damn it.
See, if all we look at is age, I'm like an old man, but like, you guys are making me feel all young and stuff. No allergies. I eat vegetables.
From my work, I'm so used to being around old men. I identify as a 93-year-old now.
93?
Yeah. See that whole Christmas song for Kids to Win Today too? Not me anymore. Christmas is canceled.
It's like, I don't like Christmas anyway. What about Hanukkah? Can we still do Hanukkah?
We can do Hanukkah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
As long as you're okay with a non-Jew celebrating with you.
Dude, I'm for it. I'll take all the goy. I don't care.
Okay.
I'm kicking somebody's ass in dreidel.
You think?
I'll give it a shot.
Never played dreidel.
We will definitely do that this year. It'll be fun.
Okay.
Oh, we could do it on the podcast.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, get some geld, go in. For taking y'all for all y'all chocolate. Of course, I ain't gonna eat it, so...
I mean, I don't eat sugar, so...
Yeah.
I can look at it.
We get chocolate.
I was gonna give mine to October.
I like chocolate.
Yeah, you get chocolate coins.
See, now you have incentive to win.
Do this. I can't wait for... Is it December or November this year?
I don't know.
Left my calendar downstairs. I realized I don't look at my notes for this podcast.
It can be whenever you want it to be, really.
We'll just make Hanukkah every day.
But yeah, so they're closing everything. So one of the small big conventions that I like around here, HoosierCon's coming up in a month or so, some change.
It falls on, I did the math with the mayoral guidance of Indianapolis. It falls on the 30th day, that Saturday of the advisory.
Yeah.
So it's probably donezo. I mean, I'm no official source for anything, but it's donezo.
You're as official as we get.
But they can always cancel it last minute because it is an advisory that's issued by the state. And the state can be like, we're losing money. Fuck this noise. Cancel.
And also, if everyone dies...
Yeah, there's no reason to bother canceling, right?
Yeah, we can just have the convention anyway.
No one's dying. Statistically. Look,
Yeah.
Here's the thing that I know is true because I did look this up. Sharks every year kill less than people per year than toddlers.
Yep.
Currently, COVID-19 has killed fewer people than sharks.
More than toddlers?
That's
No.
so far. Yeah, that's so far.
Toddlers are more deadly than COVID-19.
Okay, but okay, so there's a couple of things to really consider when you start looking at statistics like that.
I just like to...
Number one is going to be
sensationalism.
exposure. Yeah, number one's going to be exposure. Unfortunately, COVID-19 has the ability to pretty much be exposed to everybody because no matter how safe you think you are, fuck you, I travel by air and you came within 6 feet of somebody who came within 6 feet of somebody. So, you Eskimo sisters now. So just going to get it. So the whole thing is like sharks. When was the last time you seen a shark?
Good amount of time.
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw a shark?
Yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
In person?
You don't know that?
When was the last time you saw a shark?
Trying to remember the last time I went to the zoo.
Uh-huh. Exactly. So
I know that I'm
the
blowing...
likelihood of dying by sharks for people who don't go anywhere near sharks is really fucking low.
Oh, I know. I know that.
The
But I
likelihood
just
of
like
dying
the
by toddlers
statistic.
because, October is more likely to kill you than a shark is.
Yeah, I know. Even though she's not a toddler anymore.
I know. It's scary, right?
Scary, yeah.
Jack is more likely to kill you.
Yeah.
Jack's actually really highly likely to kill you. Fucking homicidal cats. Anyway, so that's the whole thing with COVID-19 is it's like between a 5 and 10% mortality rate is what they're guessing on the extreme side. 3% on the conservative side. Yeah, so it's like, it's not too friendly. That's a lot of people that can die. If it spreads like a pandemic, the game, we're looking at 450,000 people dying.
I wish we had a copy of that right now.
I have 2 of them.
I don't have a copy of Pandemic.
The fuck?
Yeah.
I'm like, I have a copy. Yeah.
Everyone else has a copy.
Go to prep too. I mean, one's Jesse's.
I actually don't have a copy. I would have just stole it from somebody that lives near me.
You could have stole it from Jesse.
Don't steal from.
No, I'm just saying that we could have brought
friend
Jesse's copy and your copy.
Yeah, put them together. That's what you can do with Risk too. You just put it together, have a big game.
I was actually gonna steal it from Craig, but
I approve of that.
Oh yeah.
Not really. I love you, Craig.
No, I don't think he listens.
I mean, he might.
I mean, I listened to his podcast a couple of times. So, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to be like streaming a D&D game here pretty soon. I guess I should probably tell people about that.
Yeah?
Yeah. You get to see my Dragonborn Paladin, totally a Paladin. Ignore the fact that I Eldritch Blast every once in a while. And it's going to be awesome.
Nice. God, so like the COVID thing though, it's got a really high mortality rate for old people, though.
Yeah, don't be old.
Yeah.
Just saying, though, it's just like...
But they already had a good run.
They had a good run, but somebody is going to get... It's the same thing that Italy's going through right now.
Hold on. If we want to say it's the same thing, let's say it's the same thing that Japan's going through right now. The Fukushima plant released a lot of radiation and made shit really toxic. So all the old people decided that what they're going to do is they're going to go clean shit up because they might get, terminal cancer in 15 to 20 years. But they're old. So fuck it.
Well, no, here's fair, but here's in Italy right now, though, the fucking hospitals are overflowing with the old people.
Okay.
Because they're all getting the serious end of the COVID stick.
Right.
But what's going to happen is you're going to get doctors and nurses that get sick. They're not going to be able to help people because they're going to feel like shit. Their old people are clogging up every bed in the goddamn hospital. What's going to happen when someone gets something that's actually like fatal?
Well, COVID-19 is fatal for these old people.
But I mean, for the healthy people too, if I get stabbed in the leg or something and I'm bleeding out and I'm going to the hospital, it's like, I'm sorry, we need to save the COVIDs.
So
kind of jealous to say that.
There's some really interesting things that can happen here. You can build a herd immunity by having a group of people that get infected early so that they get better early and they'll be resistant to exposure to the disease later. But also, you can have a group of people that just never actually get the disease. And then as the disease starts to mutate and it gets worse, then they get the disease and it becomes even more of a problem, especially considering we're dealing with something that's most closely related to things like SARS and MERS, which has a much higher mortality rate. So we got to try to stop it because, old people are important in our society.
Let's look at a positive.
They have all of our money.
Europe, the Black Death.
Yeah.
1400s.
Why got to be the Black Death?
Came from Asia, but they weren't that racist yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. After the third wave went through, the economy boomed because there was so much available land and property that people were way better off.
I did just say the old people have all of our money. We got to protect them.
Just saying.
So basically, we just need someone to go cough in the middle of Wall Street. Is what I'm hearing.
We can't lose all these old famous rich people.
Oh no.
And old not so famous rich people.
That'd be terrible.
Because then we're just going to end up with a bunch of young rich people that don't know how to spend their money and then pour it back into society dumbly.
Yeah, and then you can get a foreclosed mansion for $100K, or you can get
I was thinking, you get actual, push in our economy, maybe some actual jobs created long term.
No, fair. But side tangent, why the fuck do people even buy expensive sports cars?
Because they're fucking fast. fast.
They're fast and they're fun.
Okay.
Like the amount of the money you could spend on the wheels for the car, you could just buy another car.
In all fairness, people buy expensive sports cars because until this year, America didn't make a sports car worth a shit. So I want to give a shout out to the 2020 Chevy Corvette. Thank you for not being a piece of shit.
Okay.
America.
But no, status, fun. I mean, you have PC gaming platform machine.
Oh, yeah.
I do not, because I don't want to put that much money into a gaming platform.
You don't have to put that much money into it. You just have to know what you're doing.
The difference is PC gaming in the long run is cheaper. It saves money versus a expensive car only becomes a money pit.
I'm not going to defend that because I'd be lying. It is definitely a money pit. I'm obviously multiple kinds of nerds. I love my cars.
Okay, I understand.
At some point, you need to ride with me and you'll see exactly why people buy sports cars.
All right.
Which then brings up the next thing that's been popular. So how do we feel about Nissan now that that Captain Marvel did a commercial and everyone's losing their mind on YouTube?
Wait. I have not seen this commercial, and I fucking love Nissan, as you know.
You guys should pull it up.
Okay, so we're
I
going to
don't understand what the big hullabaloo was.
You're going to get
Brie
the
Larson,
straight up, like, live reactions of...
So Brie Larson did a Nissan commercial, and, like, one of her first lines of dialogue is put the taco down, which she said this to a Hispanic woman. And that's where some people have some issues.
Yeah, that's
hold on. Was it a Taco Bell taco? Because if so, like...
No, it was like a street taco.
Okay, hold on.
And I am on the set of a commercial for the Nissan Sentra.
So one of our first conversations, we introduced the idea of no compromises, and that's what we felt was important about the Sentra. You don't have to compromise styling.
The Sentra is also, like, not that great. But
Hey, I have a Sentra.
What was it about the idea of no compromises that resonated with you?
I compromised. I know what I bought. That car is a compromise. I would like a nicer car.
the new Sentra is better.
I'm sure it is. That's why it's new.
Each other up, community, and allowing each other to have the opportunity to believe in ourselves, because that really feels like the first step with all of this. It's like you can't be what you can't see, and so I think actually following someone's journey in disbelief into belief is a powerful image.
Was there
I
a
don't
pivotal moment
think that
or
was
event
English.
in your life that
Yeah.
kind of
Oh, it totally was.
transitioned
It's actually a
into this
reference.
idea of no compromise?
There was a moment where I remember going in on my 10,000th
I think she's
audition,
going to compromise in
going
a second
and
now.
prepared and having what I felt like was all the credentials that I needed, and a guy on the other side of the table gave me a bad note. And I remember
fuck
walking
that
out
guy.
being like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be on the wrong side of the table.
Hold on.
I want to be part of the conversation.
This
I
is
don't wanna
like
feel this
the
distance,
preamble,
you know?
so I'm
I
waiting
wanna
for the
be
actual
community
commercial.
with
Yeah,
other
we still haven't gotten to the commercial yet. This is her talking about making a commercial.
We don't need the behind the
Was that something that you
scenes.
were aware of when you first started out? And if so, did you start to
course you
change
do.
your approach in order to address that?
You know, I started so young. I started when I was 7 or 8.
I feel like they put more into the commercial than they did, or not the commercial has a commercial. You're watching a more expensive thing than the actual advertisement.
I think you're right.
And it's now become my passion, not just for the representation on screen, but to also feel like
I,
Here,
I
let's
feel like it's
fast
been
forward to the
spoiled
commercial.
now. The commercial has been spoiled.
I don't know. I saw it once or twice, and I was just like, that was just not a very good commercial. Was my big takeaway from it, and I don't know. I'm interested in other people's take.
on promoting you this quarter. Cool?
drop the taco, get in the car.
Does this Sentra feel like a compromise to you?
Wait, what?
The handling, it's good, right? No compromise there.
No.
So that was it.
Breathe.
Rear automatic braking.
Also, this person isn't obviously Hispanic either. It's just a person that is possibly from Spain, or whose ancestors were probably from Spain, because she's moderately tan with long brown hair and like a very
Okay, so you're saying
nose.
not obviously Hispanic?
Not obviously Hispanic. That's
Okay.
That's like all the people that are like, I didn't know that Mariah Carey was black. I'm like, what's what happens when you mix for so long?
Where have
It's
you
not
been?
like you have like a person
Now-
that was sitting there in traditional Mexican garb that's like
Right.
eating a taco and it's like, drop the taco. It's a businesswoman who just happens to also possibly be ethnic of some sort, because that's what you white people say all the time. And she said, drop the taco. And
Drive the taco, get in the car.
it's because she's about to get in the nice new Nissan Sentra. And you've ridden with me before. Do I let you eat my car?
No, I don't let people eat in my car either.
Damn the fuck right. You drop the taco before you get my Nissan.
You can eat in my
Drop
car.
the taco
She
before you
paid for
get
that
his
fucking
Nissan.
taco. That was her taco.
Drop the taco.
Drop
the taco and get in the car.
eating my taco.
I will buy you another taco. Drop the taco, get the car.
There's some times where you just gotta drop the taco.
I mean,
On your face.
is that...
Mood.
Yeah. Drop the taco on your face. Because, yeah.
Get that cheese sauce everywhere.
Nice yeasty cheese sauce.
Tasty boys.
It's beer cheese.
Yeah, that's beer cheese or it's that vegan cheese, man. That shit's good.
Oh my god, nutritional yeast or Dia.
I know, right?
Dia.
We are so
yeast.
fucking weird.
Yeah, nutritional yeast, like, honestly, just gonna go out and say it right now. If you don't own any fucking nutritional yeast, go to your nearest grocery store.
I don't know what this
They all
is.
have it.
Dude, are you serious? Man, you not realize we're fat? We're gonna hook you up, man. We will cook for you.
So basically,
Oh, I don't know. Right now, I'm doing a cooking strike in my kitchen.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, because the people you live with need to like.
I clean up after myself every time. Every time I cook, I do the dishes, and I haven't touched my kitchen in like 2 friggin' weeks.
I
And
did
at this
that, and
point,
that's why I'm divorced.
hey, you know, it's not Jenny. It's the worst part.
it didn't work out for me either.
I'm sure this is not going to be a battle that I win.
Yeah.
In all fairness, that's a kid, so you can just be like, "Bitch, go clean." Well, it probably shouldn't say "bitch." Child, go clean.
No. The problem is the 10-year-old does a good job.
Other child.
The 24-year-old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell the child to go clean.
Anyways,
I'll be like, Grandpa said, go clean.
So nutritional yeast, I'm no scientist here, but essentially,
Yeah,
do it. So basically, it's yeast, but it's not the activated kind, for whatever that means.
so it's not going to
dormant?
ferment. Yeah, it's either dormant or dead. It's just
so they
like
pasteurize the
good.
yeast.
And it tastes just like fucking cheese.
Okay.
You can sprinkle it on fucking anything.
It gives that cheesy flavor because it has all of that like aged fungal component.
Okay.
But it's not going to carbonate or anything. And you can use it for adding a little bit of texture when you want to get the cheese flavor, but you don't want to use anything that's a milk product.
It's also high
amazing.
it's also like high in B12 and shit. Like it's
Okay.
just, you can drown it, even like drown popcorn in it, drown chicken in it, drown.
Oh yeah. Like just nutritional yeast on popcorn will make your popcorn taste cheesy.
Really?
Yeah. Get some fucking pasta of some kind.
I've been trying to work on the best perfect popcorn recipe.
Nutritional yeast might take you there.
Okay. I did come up with a really good chili cheese popcorn.
You could make a vegan chili cheese popcorn too.
I mean, that's what I'm hearing.
Vegan chili, nutritional yeast.
Yeah.
I'm down to play with some flavors, and I know a guy that owns a popcorn shop.
Really?
He uses all natural flavors. Yeah. And he's willing to bring the heat. So I should introduce you.
Yeah. I would like to meet a guy who owns a popcorn shop.
Way on the east side, though.
I resemble that remark.
Like straight east. You're like north.
Oof. Yeah. No.
We're going to Washington Square.
I mean, it's not too far.
Well, you got your gat.
No.
We're going to Washington Square.
I just walk around Washington Square. I'm not really.
You've obviously not been to Washington Square.
No, I have. Boss Battle used to be there.
Yeah.
Gamer
used
Loot's
to,
there.
Long time ago. Things have changed. It's a war zone. Not really because people are shooting or anything, but just because they haven't taken care of the place. So when you drive there, your car's not going to have any tires or rims left. So it's like a war zone in that capacity. Okay. You don't actually need a gat or anything. They've had a lot of shootings there, so it'd be best if you didn't.
Okay. It's kind of sad because I used to drive out to that Toys R Us all the time. Because if you want
closed.
If you want the best clearance toys, go to the Toys R Us on the east side. But it doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
It doesn't. Everyone knows that's just the life advice if they ever come back. Just go to the one in the crappiest part of town.
See, and that's the weird thing. Like, Toys R Us was like the opposite of Goodwill. Like, Goodwill in the hood never had anything. Toys R Us in the hood had everything in clearance. Goodwill in the rich neighborhood had all this fancy shit super cheap, but the Toys R Us in the rich neighborhood was always bare.
Oh, yeah. anytime I need work clothes, I just drive up to Zionsville, Fishers, Carmel.
Yeah.
I just prowl around their Goodwills. And it's not even like I'm buying like some sweaty stained in polo or something. People will just donate brand new like $40, $60, $80 shirts to Goodwill.
I would totally do that, but for some reason people do not have reasonable sized feet or long enough legs. It's kind of sad.
Those people being you with their unreasonably long and big.
I only wear a size 17. Like,
Okay, yeah,
it's
only.
normal. Yeah.
Oh, Mulan has been delayed to the coronavirus.
What?
Are you serious?
Yeah. New
But I
update.
got people to take to that movie. I plan on seeing it like 4 different times with 4 different people.
Oh my gosh! Really, they're postponing a movie.
In all fairness, people will protest seeing it because they're Chinese.
Yeah.
This is America.
Also, people don't want to be going to the theater when they're afraid. Oh no, I'm gonna get caught. People
That's
already
the most rational reason to delay a movie release.
just saying though, but they're delaying it because they want money.
Or they don't want to encourage people to congregate in places that can hold more than 250 people.
Yeah.
Indiana.
This is a depression.
Oh, nice. And the state police just released that they canceled their event that started 15 minutes ago.
Oh, they just now. Good job. Proud of you guys.
So yeah, I'd say like if you're not the kind of person, I mean, for all we know, everyone will be dead by the time this podcast release.
Oh, maybe.
But
So we're coming to you from the past before the end of time.
but just like it really makes you think though, like if people complain, well, I don't want to be hooked in on Facebook. I don't want to be reading the news. I don't want to go on Reddit. Honestly, though, with as much shit is about to go down, you kind of have to.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. I think it's important we talk about the most important effect of this COVID-19 thing. Where the fuck is all the toilet paper gone?
oh my God.
What the fuck has been going on with that? I
So-
coincidentally stocked up just because I forgot I had bought another pack. So I was like, Costco's like, oh shit, toilet paper. And then I got home, I already bought a pack. Damn it. So I'm like, I want to complain about these people. I'm like, no, I did the same thing.
Can I have a couple rolls of toilet paper? Because I like don't have any.
If you really need something, I'll get you some.
But for real, dude, like there's no toilet paper anywhere. Like everybody bought up toilet paper. Like why do you buy up toilet paper? You need to blow your nose. Don't use fucking toilet paper. That's what Kleenex are for.
So there's two theories. The first theory is that people are stupid and they feel like toilet paper is the one thing that they can like buy and it'll be useful later on.
Well, yeah, it does have a really long shelf life.
Are they planning on like bartering with toilet paper for the end of days?
You don't
That
know
was-
about the future.
That was number 2. Was as soon, bottle caps aren't going to work.
No.
TP though, on the other hand.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Push comes to shove. I just ate my dog, and you're just like, hey, you're going to have to go shit in like a while.
In
yeah.
all fairness,
And you didn't cook the dog well enough.
I
No.
would be rich because I have the one thing that will always be valuable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bullets.
Bullets.
But bullets, when you need to wipe your ass, and you're just like, I got a full clip. Here's 2. Give me 1 roll.
Exactly right.
Or you just point it at them.
Point it at them.
Yeah.
Because then you only lose 1 bullet.
But you
Really, you never want to
shoot
pay
them twice, and then you just take the 1 roll, and it's like, that's all I needed.
Really, you never pay more than 1 bullet for anything unless you're buying it from more than one person. Because realistically, you could always just use the bullet and get the same thing. Like, it's just economy, right?
This is why I like a civilized society.
Precisely.
I am not an anarchist.
The only thing I can see now is like a year from now. A year from now, me with 2 pistols in each hand, just running into a crowded area, screaming, "I have to shit!" and just shooting guns errantly in the sky until someone just gives me toilet paper.
The worst thing is this is like after the coronavirus is done and everybody's okay. It's just a normal Tuesday.
You just lost your mind. You got out of the home. You're wearing a moo for some reason. You got an AK-47.
I would be wearing a moo right now if I could. Okay, let's be real.
That would be awesome.
But it's just, yeah.
I want a sexy kimono, like, for sure.
Oh, if we all had sexy kimonos and fezzes and just...
I would have makeup on and my hair did, like, not even lying.
Oh.
Like, straight geisha this shit.
This is how I almost always dress.
New RPG idea, post-apocalyptic geishas.
But if you had like some like fancy, comfortable, like nice looking clothes, would you not wear them?
No.
Oh, I guess that's.
I mean, I generally, I'm weird where I'm a creature of habit. I don't have an overshirt on right now, but I wear this almost exact thing to work. This is a work shirt normally. I just don't really have a shirt on over it.
So, like, post-apocalypse, let's just say that the apocalypse comes and you really wanted to unsettle some people, steal a fucking limo, have all of your friends and loved ones and hopefully hired goons wear suits, and just dress fancy. Do you know how unsettling that would be to roll into, like, some civilization and a bunch of suits get out of a big black car with the windows tinted?
Okay, so
they'd automatically assume you were in charge.
So to give you an idea, my plan for any situation that involves extra governmental extradition, I would definitely roll down to my local depot for heavy vehicles and artillery, use the push button start because I know how they work, and roll out in a deuce and a half with everybody in body armor and weapons. So I'm sure that you can roll in with all the suits you want, but law of the land says camo's the color that we wear.
You can have
My
both.
logic was always snowplow. It's got a freaking wedge of metal in the very front. Worst case scenario, and go.
See,
the problem is the M2.
But yeah, well,
you mount an M2
to a snowplow.
To a snowplow. You've created the ultimate weapon.
I don't know where they have M2s, but I know where they keep the snowplows for Hendricks County.
And I think that's the thing is accessibility.
I know where the Modus is, and it's on the back of...
So where are we meeting up? I'll get a couple of snowplows. Anyone gets in the way...
Oddly enough, if I want to go west into the country, you would be on the way. But realistically, that's not where I want to go.
Okay.
I'm going to go to Canada.
Hell no, you do not go deeper into the country. You go where you got some, like, I'm going east. I'm going to where I can get to the edge of the water and then just fucking leave, because fuck you guys.
Screw that.
I'll come back when you're all dead.
I'll come back when you guys start making toilet paper again.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have all the
Let
time.
me know when I can wipe. Fuck off.
I have all the time in the world. I'm going to go north and find me a sexy Sasquatch.
I'm right here.
Aww. I'm sorry, D. Gateway to Lesser Things, the first post-apocalypse podcast.
I know.
Brought to you live from our M2 with a snowplow.
Broadcasting to the internet, which somehow still works. Don't know about that.
Oh,
servers and shit.
Somebody found this shit on a hard drive somewhere, and they're like, "What the fuck were these guys smoking? Is that D? He's still around. Like, he's down the street. Like, what the fuck?"
It's just like, but see, with the way nerds are, though, there would be like, that's the other thing is like, someone would figure out electricity, and one of those people that figured out whether they had a solar panel or they had some makeshift
out electricity,
not figure out, but like they would figure out an infrastructure.
No matter what happens, we're gonna have electricity. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying is they're a widely used system.
What's the shelf life going to be expected on those windmills they've been selling up in northern Indiana?
I don't know. They give you cancer.
Do they really?
Kill birds.
I've heard weird bullshit, man.
They don't. That was a Trump quote. It was a Trump quote.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That's...
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so that's... You don't even need to fact check that one. You just say, Trump said it. And
You're like,
I'm trying to, like... Is it, like, the amount of lead in the blades? And, like, the wind's just, like, stripping off lead paint and it's getting into people's skin and giving them cancer that way? I'm trying to, like, find a reason why it would happen because I've heard of more fucked up shit. Like, the cookie cutter shark during the 80s was crippling American submarines. It's a fun story I learned about this week. It actually happened.
Okay, so when
Emu War.
When
that's another fun one. But yeah, so
when it comes to like fucked up things that are true, there are lots of things that I understand it's hard to discount. Like anytime somebody says something about the American government doing something, I want to go, no, the government has better things to do. And then I remember that like the Tuskegee experiment.
Yeah.
Northwoods. Tulsa bombing. Wounded Knee massacre. Like, I could keep going on forever, and I really don't want to because it's really fucking depressing. But it just makes me really, really, really sad that I can't just go, our government has better things to do than that. There's no way they would possibly ever do that. That sounds ridiculous.
even then, let's jump back a week or so. Does anyone remember all the talk about a vaping ban?
Yeah. Oh, I've been hearing about that. That's a thing that is relevant to me because of my industry.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, it's gone away.
But they've been trying to outlaw flavored tobacco because they made it the smoking age up to 21 because the kids were all vaping.
Yeah.
So now they're trying to also stick this thing on there. So I'm pissed about that.
But including menthol, thanks to the Republicans.
Well, yeah, you can't have menthol in your cigarettes because that just gets the.
I'm just saying,
the
you
kids
made
back down in the
You made the age 21. You've already done a thing. Give it time to take effect.
But the thing is, though, that was all we were hearing about in the news until coronavirus, and now it's not even a blip on any of the major news.
Not, because it's.
We're also not hearing about the protests that were in China, where people were fighting for their freedom.
Oh, we talked about that on a previous episode.
Yeah, there's lots of things that just.
In all fairness, when there's a disease that's killing old people, like the old people are going to definitely try to live.
Oh yeah.
Well, they survived this long. They have that instinct.
Epstein didn't kill himself. I mean, what?
Also not wrong. Because, old people, they try to live.
Yeah.
But it's, the things we're losing thanks to the news cycle. And yeah, it's, I hate to be a conspiracy theorist here, but yeah.
I would like to think that, I know that our government really does not have anything better to do. However, if we were that well coordinated as a grouping of governments, we would not have the fucking problems we have.
Oh yeah. The CIA does a great job making front companies.
The CIA actually does.
I know.
I cannot say anything about what the CIA does.
The Stuff They Don't Want You to Know podcast covered non-governmental entities and how the CIA was involved with a number of front companies that the government didn't even know that they owned.
Right.
That was about a month and a half ago that episode came out on their podcast. And oh my gosh, I heard them go over everything like that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
That fucked up.
Lots of things happen. It's not uncommon for law enforcement agencies to stumble upon the workings of another law enforcement agency and to attempt to bring the other law enforcement agency to justice, even though they were both kind of trying to fish the other one out. It's weird. However, a lot of that stuff is stuff that I don't know because I don't have security clearance for it. So,
okay.
Back to COVID-19.
COVID-19.
Yeah.
So, COVID-18 didn't happen.
Yeah, we missed out on COVID-18.
We did. 1 through 7, for the human infected ones are pretty cool. I mean, like I kept saying, SARS, come on, it can come back, right?
I think it's really funny all the places that in lieu of COVID-19 have also been posting we're going to be cleaning our stores extra well. It's why haven't you already?
Yeah.
Or you could do a really baller thing and just abandon your store for 12 hours and no COVID-19.
Well, it's one of those things where it's just
wait, how many hours did it have to be? Just 12?
Probably. It's a virus. They don't really last very long outside the human body.
So,
you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So basically, we're closed for Sunday to let our store naturally vaccinate.
Don't say naturally vaccinate.
Yeah,
the anti-vaxxers will start doing it.
Or we definitely say naturally vaccinate.
But then other people are saying it can live on some surfaces for up to 3 days, like plastic.
If it's wet.
I mean, if I'm nearby, it's always going to be wet. You know what I mean?
He spills drinks a lot.
Yeah. I just everywhere.
Sometimes I'll just see him. It's no one died, but it just feels right.
Oh, goodness.
Get it dry for you like sandpaper.
That's... How dry do you want it?
You want me to smack it?
Yes! No, but see, that's what all the toilet paper's for.
Drying it up?
Yeah, gotta dry it up.
So, okay. So, one of the things I think is really funny is that one of the side effects of actually being infected with COVID-19 is diarrhea. And maybe having some extra toilet paper is a good idea, but I think it's funny because all these people are stocking up as if for some reason it's going to protect them. But really, they're doing the one thing they should really consider doing, and that's getting the things that they need so when they inevitably get sick because they're dumbasses, that they can properly stay at home and not get anyone else sick.
pro tip, what you want to do if you expect you're going to have COVID-related diarrhea is you get a Squatty Potty. You put that thing, for those not familiar with Squatty,
it's a great product.
They're amazing. You put your Squatty Potty in front of your toilet. You hop up on the Squatty Potty. You just sit on that Squatty Potty, and you don't wipe your ass that frequently.
So my question is, why do you people need a Squatty Potty?
Well,
if you're going to be sitting there for a while, you need a good balance
So-
in posture.
I have what is commonly referred to as beer gut.
Okay.
And hiking my legs up that high, kind of not as easy for me because A, I'm out of shape, don't do yoga.
Well, when you sit on the toilet, naturally you're sitting below the height of your knees.
Maybe for you. But for me, I am not. So I need that
Little
extra little bit of elevation to get me in the primed shitting position. And then it goes from like a normal turd to just like, no, this is coming out right now.
That's the way it always is. Like, so this is what it's like to have a Squatty Potty. You just be so tall that all toilets are Squatty Potties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that working for you, D?
It's pretty damn good. I don't spend a lot of time in the toilet.
Yeah. Now imagine you had to shit standing up.
That sounds like a real bad idea.
Real bad time.
I'm just saying that's the rest of the world who don't squat on the toilet.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know what we just learned here, but I'm sorry.
And on top of that, the other problem I have is with the Squatty Potty, you get some semblance of proper form and shape. Me having at least one confirmed sleep disorder. When I go to the toilet in the morning, there is at least a 60% chance I'm going to fall asleep on the toilet.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And then I wake up, forget where I was, and I can't feel anything in one or both of my legs.
Oh, buddy.
So I know this is like, so yeah, it's one of those things where it's like pooping posture is like, it's key.
Not gonna lie, I legitimately, I didn't have to work today, so I woke up this morning and started watching a YouTube video, and it was way longer than I thought it was gonna be, and then it had a follow-up episode, and so I went there okay, I just need to finish this video real quick, and I'm just an hour later. I need to take a shower. Oh, God.
Yeah, and you lose all ability to stand.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to my buddy Nate Doug, who has the meme of the show. COVID-19 strikes. There's a mandatory civilian quarantine. Guess what? All of us muscleheads are going to be downtown on the strip, drag racing in quarantine gear.
Well done.
It's baller. I'd totally do it, not going to lie.
So the crazy person conspiracy theory nut job that lives in the back of my brain. They're blowing COVID-19 out of proportion so they can shut everything down to make us stay home for a hostile government takeover.
Ooh.
I don't really believe this, but these thoughts cross my mind because I've heard one too many conspiracy theories. I like them a little bit. But yeah, they're already passively shutting things down and everyone's scared, so they're wanting to stay home, and they're slowly giving us time to prepare for the shutdown for when Trump loses the election.
See,
this is a real early time to be preparing for some shit like that.
They're doing it slow. It's a slow build.
See, okay, so I'm going to tell you guys a secret. You can't really go telling everybody, so yeah, that means you listeners. Nobody's going to listen to this shit. Come on, really?
Hey, we got up to 50 people that downloaded this week.
Woo!
50?
50. 50.
I love all 50 of you.
Okay, so if your name, and I'm doing air quotes, but you can't see it, mainly because I'm not really doing it. Yeah, I'm not an idiot. If your name is Agent or Mr. or the rest of my name, just pretend you don't and you didn't hear this. So when I think about government conspiracies, I think about if I were in charge, how would I put myself in a better position? That's not how you do it. There are a lot of operations that we do in other countries. And usually when we do that, we make sure that we have an excuse that we tell our people and then a different excuse that we tell the government that we're invading. So, hey, we're looking for one of... are you serious? So we'll say, hey, you know, we're looking for our person that is a criminal in your country. They're bad. We're going to come extra and it won't be a big thing. Truthfully, we tell our people, hey, we found, you know, this horrible thing. There's some traitor, you know, government secrets, blah, 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 whatever. Really what we're doing is we're taking out the people that are running their government so that we can go in and be like, hey, there's nobody in charge. Put this guy in charge. Great thing. So if we're going to start quarantining people and blocking them off, it's not for everybody. It means that there's a few targets that need to be hit that we don't want people to see. Does anybody remember when Barack Obama went through and started breaking up motorcycle gangs and white supremacist organizations?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really remember him doing it? Or do you just remember me telling you that he was doing it? And a couple of them making the news because people were really shitty.
I remember
I know people who are affiliated with biker gangs.
Uh-huh. And a lot of them ended up in jail, didn't they?
Yeah, there were a few raids. I remember those being publicized, but it was mostly local news outlets were the ones to have those, nothing national, even though I'm assuming there was some sort of national coordination behind it.
So real simple, when you wanted to get something done, you say, hey, if we're going to have a little bit of a distraction while the distraction's going on, we're going to hit these few targets. You can't make it big, you can't make it a lot, but you got to make it quick. All of those news stories were within like 2 weeks of each other, and then they were gone. That's how you do it. So something about losing an election, this is way too early.
Okay. So that's coming later.
If you wanted to like start to oppress a people because you are expecting an unsatisfactory election result, you would start seeding news about things like violent protests, like groups of people that other people can identify but can't point out precisely. And then you have to, you know, stop those people because, you know, they're violent. The problem is you can't do that nowadays because you say Antifa, people get scared, and then actual white supremacists just fucking show up on your doorstep with rifles and shit and masks in Virginia. I mean, what? So, yeah, you can't just be like, oh, the Antifa boogeyman. So you got to think of something new. You got to do something a little bit different. I mean, we're running out of brown people, like, for real.
Yeah.
We've already, like, burned black people. Black people are like, fuck that. We're not going anywhere near any of you people. Already burned Hispanic people because they're like, you're not even letting us in the country anymore. You might just deport us because we speak Spanish. You burn Asian people with, you know, the coronavirus. So it's like, what other brown people you got? You burn, you know, all the Middle Eastern people with fucking 9/11. Like, we're done. Like, brown people are, you got Indians maybe. But I guess they burned themselves with their telemarketing scams.
Oh, we could do a whole episode on
Indian telemarketing scams.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of them take Steam gift cards now.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
The next time I get an Indian telemarketer that I'm not just going to speak random Hindi at, I'm going to offer them a Steam gift card and see what happens.
One of my favorite content creators, he streams on Twitch but mirrors it to YouTube, is a guy, Kitboga, Kitboga, where he's gotten real in depth with it, where he has like fake websites that look like a fictitious bank account he created.
Okay.
He'll go to like redeem like fake gift cards.
Is he the same guy that actually hacked one of their agencies?
I know a few people did. I saw one.
Okay. I've seen one, but probably not that one. Please continue.
But he'll set up this fake like banking site and then do these fake like ACH transfers or fake like gift card redemptions. So he'll be like, yeah, Sonny, I got the $3,000 gift card, and then shows a screen of himself punching it into a fictitious Google Play account just to like elicit a response out of the scammers.
Well, that's adorable.
It's beautiful. And you have to think about it, like, he's making money because he's taking donations and ad revenue, and he's keeping these scammers occupied so they can't harass little old grannies.
Yeah, because they're talking to him, they're not calling someone else.
Yep.
Which is just the most beautiful part. That's when I first saw a YouTube channel do that, I immediately was like, how long can I keep these fuckers on the phone?
Yeah.
That's my new game, is when they call it work, and I'm bored anyways. So this is entertainment for me. But yeah, like, I get phone calls all the time, having a store in Hendricks County, getting phone calls in Hendricks County, calling about from Duke Energy and NEP's Power and Light, claiming that they're going to shut off my power, and it's always someone from India. To which my response is always, please explain how the store in Hendricks County on Hendricks Power Cooperative is going to get their electricity shut off by Duke Energy. Click.
No, don't do that. You got to be like,
Oh, I don't do that now.
You got to be like, okay, so what do I have to do to keep my power on? I'm at the meter right now. What do you see? Oh shit! You know all the shit that I say about people who call me for tech support and they're just so fucking stupid. You just do that.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
You just absolutely do that. I'm at the power box. How do I stop it from turning off? I'm trying to stop the disc from turning now. Is that going to stop it from turning off?
I couldn't get the door open. I got my hammer out.
Okay, I think I might lose you because I think I turned the power off myself. Hold on 1 second. And you just like sit and don't say anything for a little while.
My favorite one working.
Okay, we still have power. Let me flip the breaker.
My favorite one doing tech support was, oh, I need to take the battery out of my phone. And then next thing you know, the call drops every time without fail. Every time.
Oh, wow.
So, no, but it's the other fun thing to do with them too is also just like start crying. Like if you can like just make yourself cry because they'll...
You're gonna shut off the power in 30 minutes unless I pay you in a Target gift card? I don't want to go to jail. You don't know what they'll do with guys like me. You don't know what guys like me will do to you. It's not the same thing. If you come here, I'll give you a blowjob, officer.
Like you could just fuck with them. Just like...
But you have to keep them enticed. You have to make them think that you're trying to be as cooperative as possible. You're just fucking bad at it. Because the only people that are going to fall for this stupid shit are stupid people. So you have to be the stupidest of the people.
So you have to impress the dummy.
You have to...
With your stupidity.
I am going to quote the only instance of tasteful blackface in the last 100 years. Never go full retard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Robert Downey Jr. God bless him.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. I got nothing on that one. I'm racking my brain through. It's like, okay, let's go most recent Canada. Nope. That was not. Whoopi Goldberg's roast. Definitely not. The movie The Forbidden Zone. Oh, no. But you did put black people in blackface, and that's what you did to make it better.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think I have to watch that.
I have it. It's a musical.
Here's a real question. Why are we not watching these movies and then doing this podcast?
Yeah. That was the thing I was going to bring up to you guys. If you wanted to watch a movie and then do an episode about the movie.
Yeah.
Yes. I told you I'm down for watching shitty movies with you because you have the best taste in shit that makes me wonder what the fuck you're thinking. That's baller. I never... Can we like get in unison with the chord tapping and like get some nice music going?
Oh God. Okay, there we go.
Okay, that's just weird.
Yeah, we lost it.
Yeah, I tried to get back on beat a couple times after I fell off.